In today's world, it is more important now than ever to teach the youth of the power of a digital citizen. Digital citizenship refers to the appropriate, responsible and healthy behavior related to technology use, including all non-digital elements, which I will speak on further in my presentation. Digital citizenship is important to a student like me, as every day I make use of it when WhatsApping my mother, emailing my lecturers, or emailing a potential employer on employment. Going on in my life, it will become even more important, as not being aware of digital citizenship could lead to lawsuits, bullying, or even worse problems, such as lacking internet security, digital security, which could lead to a leak of information, which we have seen happening more and more often, especially in celebrity circles. This is becoming more and more of a problem. Another note on this is the hackers of today. These hackers can go through the best firewalls that are put up, which makes it even more important for a regular Joe like myself to protect my online presence so that identity theft does not occur. Throughout this presentation, I will explain what digital citizenship is, the 9 elements, and what these 9 elements entail, as well as my take on it, being a student at Varsity College. Element I will take up digital access. This element relates to affording technological internet access to everyone. This will never be possible though in a country like South Africa, where there's such a huge barrier between the rich and the poor. No matter how hard we try, not everybody in the world will have access to technology. Take, for example, people living in poverty in South Africa. However, what we can do is attempt to close that digital access gap through charity and education, which is happening on a regular basis, especially in South Africa. I've also included a graph in my presentation where, as you can see, it states the households with internet access by region and development status in 2015. Basically, it takes 100 households in Europe, developed countries, Americas, the world, Arab states, etc., etc. And then at the bottom you'll see Africa, which has the second highest internet access, or in other terms, the second lowest. This is no surprise, as Africa is sadly the most underdeveloped continent in the world. Digital commerce has boomed in the past few years. These days you could order something online and have it at your house the next day. The reason for its growth is that we are a continent who wants constant gratification through services. Take, for example, the emergence of Uber Eats. This just shows how one would like to order it and have something delivered at their house in the next 15 to 20 minutes. And when they are slightly unhappy, give it a 3 out of 5 or 1 out of 5. This just shows that we are a society based on instant gratification. Digital communication. Every time you send a WhatsApp, email, SMS, etc., you are making use of digital communication. Have you ever heard your parents complaining at the dinner table saying, "Oh, Jason, you're on your phone once again," SMSing all those people you always SMS? This is a challenge that presents itself to us when looking at digital communication. Due to the increase of technology, we have the advantage of around-the-clock contact between family and friends. However, it has also created a distance between family members and friends, which never existed before. This has created problems such as depression and loneliness in our society. Digital literacy refers to continual digital education to further our digital knowledge. Due to the reliance on technology, corporate firms and businesses often send employees to workshops, which is very important. In South Africa, it has also been seen where more and more charities are creating these workshops in order to give underprivileged people the chance to further their qualifications and digital literacy. This can be noted that digital literacy is bigger now than ever, which is why underprivileged people are being given the opportunity to further their digital knowledge, as it is more important now than ever. Digital etiquette. This is an element which many people lack. Being a varsity student, often see students which lack in this element. You'll see students texting, laughing at their phones, or just being plain rude with them. In today's world, to be successful, it is key to understand in different environments you need to use your digital component carefully, such as when you're in the corporate scene. You can't be answering calls from your mates saying, "How's it, but I'm here in class." No, you can't be doing that. You need to be aware of your surroundings, what you're doing, and what you're saying. Digital law. With the increase of access to technology, there has also been new laws put in place to govern citizens. I've been lucky enough to sit through a lecture where lawyers have laid out these laws, as well as the punishments that come through ignoring these laws. Most of these laws have been put in place to tackle online abuse as well as stealing. Digital rights and responsibilities. With access to technology comes rights and responsibilities, like anything in life. For example, students in my previous school had the right to keep their phones on them. However, they also had the responsibility to not abuse that right. More rights that comes with the digital citizenship is the right to access a digital format and the right to post what you want, i.e. freedom of expression. However, with these rights come serious responsibilities. Take, for example, Penny Sparrow, who abused her right. She posted what she wanted online, which ended up landing her in court and being in some serious trouble. Abusing your rights will only lead to you being in some serious trouble, and this could be detrimental to your career. Digital health and wellness. These days, it's not a shock to the system to see children huddled around a PS4 or their phones rather than playing outside. This has led to an increase in child obesity. Another fact to this element is the predators online. This issue has been on the rise. However, many more people now know these dangers. It is important to be a responsible digital citizen, and this should be stressed to children by their parents. Another element of sadness that has risen throughout the rise of digital citizenship is the prevalent but sad increase of teenage suicide through cyberbullying and examples of that. A TV show or TV series which highlighted this and the sadness of it is 13 Reasons Why. Digital security. Have you ever wondered why so many people have passwords on their phone? This is an example of digital securities. Firewalls are also another example. Making use of digital security is important to protect users from theft, fraud, and all the issues which are regularly seen on the news. Putting up these passwords can protect you from a financial loss as well as an embarrassment. conclusion, being a digital citizenship has been summed up for us by Mark Ribble. This is basically what sets out for us how to act online, what are the elements consisting of when you are online, and what to take into consideration when you are online. There are major elements when having the power of being online. However, it is up to us to take it seriously. Through abusing these elements, you may land yourself in serious trouble and you won't be regarded as a correct digital citizen. It is important for us to note every single one of these elements. To backtrack, I would like to list what these elements are: digital access, digital commerce, digital communication, digital literacy, digital etiquette, digital law, digital rights and responsibilities, digital health, wellness, and digital security. All in all, there is not one element here you could pick that is more important than other. All of them come together to create a very important infrastructure for us to look at. I would just like to say that being a digital citizen is one of the most amazing things one can have in life. Through participating in online communities, and even when online on your PS4, you're still being a digital citizen. This is an amazing feeling to be part of such a community, but it is up to us to remember that there are rights and responsibilities, and there are huge elements, and that we are also very lucky to be in the position we are. A lot of people do not have digital access, which leads to them not being a digital citizen, or not having access to any of the elements. This is a serious problem in South Africa, and I hope that one day I can put my best foot forward and do the best I can to make sure there are more digital citizens around.